the goats.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. So, I actually got up pretty early this morning to go fishing and honestly completely forgot to do our top video. And then I was out there fishing. I was thinking, like, oh crap, it's Monday, dude. We need to go do our GWG, baby. GWG, baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Gotta love the GWG. Ground with goats, baby. Yeah. So, we have an amazing video coming up. It's up for like as a premiere, and it'll be showing. It's our first premiere video, and it'll be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Be there. I promise you. You don't want to miss it. It's really, really a good video. It really, really turned out good. Like, honestly, it just happened yesterday. Or wait, no, Saturday. Like, I got such good content that I couldn't wait to get home and start editing it. So I came straight home, edited it, got it all set up, and then thought, man, this would be a perfect premiere video. So, yeah, be there, and we'll be chatting with you while we watch the video. But it's really, really good. I promise you, it's a good video. In my opinion, I feel like it's probably one of my best for sure. For sure. So.
Sure.
Yeah. But we went fishing this morning, me and Bub. We actually went last night, and we each caught 2. So we were tied up 2-2. We were having competition. Oh wait, no. He beat me last night. I had 1. He had 2. And so we continued it on this morning. And then I caught 2 more, and he caught 1. So now we're tied up 3-3. So he's taking a nap right now. So once we get done with the video, I think. So we went down to that the pond at the castle that I made that one fishing video on. Yeah, the Kiefer Castle. And that's where we went. But we got there about 7:30 this morning, and it was perfectly calm, man. Like the water was glass, and I love that whenever it's like that. But once the sun started coming up, probably about 8:30 or so, the wind just started getting it. Couldn't even hardly fish, man. I had a frog, and I fished with a bait caster reel, so trying to cast into the wind with a bait caster, not a good idea. I lost half my string because I kept backlashing it, and finally I couldn't get it out, and I had to take scissors and cut all the string out, and I was left to like literally 20-30 yards worth of string after I did that. So yeah, I've got to reline my pole.
I'm done going out in the heat for the rest of the summer. I'm done. I will look like a vampire if I have to. I'm not going back down there.
Come on, let's go.
Nope. You ain't gonna make me. You ain't gonna guilt me either.
Well,
it ain't happening.
Here in a little bit, me and Bub's gonna go. So if you remember whenever we did that, the walk at Turkey Mountain, remember the view I got down at the bottom of those hills right there? There's a big old pond down there in the bottom of it, son. That crossed my mind with the wind blowing, and it's down in that valley, so it probably pretty calm down there, not too windy like it is out there, just in an open pasture is why, and it was just ridiculously crazy. So. But yeah, that crossed my mind. I told Bubba, I said, yeah, man, you want to go see if we can check out that pond we seen over at Turkey Mountain? So that's our plans later today.
Okay.
That's the plan. And yep, 3-day weekend's already almost up.
Went from my house clear out, and I'm gonna clean it up. I laid around while they were gone, took advantage of it being quiet and not having to do 1,000 things for 1,000 people. So it was nice. I had a great morning.
Relaxation.
I don't do that a whole lot.
That's another thing. Yesterday we ordered. We're getting podcast mics. So we'll have each of us have a microphone next time, so we won't have to be screaming at you for the camera to hear us. We'll both have our. We're getting a little more official. I think it's gonna make a big difference, especially like during our lives when we're sitting down on the recliner, and both of us have our mics that we can just talk into the mic, and that'll, like I said, keep you from having to, like I'm always having to get up close to that mic.
And I always feel like I'm
we
talking
can
way
just sit
too
back
loud.
and relax and have a mic right there in front of us. So pretty excited about that. Yeah, and then I got my stabilizer selfie stick for my new camera, and it works okay. I've still kind of got it. Don't have like any kind of instructions on how to use it, so I'm just kind of having to wing it until I figure it out. And
He'll eventually figure it out.
but yeah, it's I feel like it's made a pretty big difference. It really does work, but at the same time, it's just one of the cheap ones. It's not it's not one of those high dollar ones. They've got some out there like $300-400.
Yeah, no?
Most of them are literally like $200-300. But I was skimming through there and I found that one for like $30. So
You ain't gotta tell people all your secrets.
What are you talking about?
You need to know.
Yeah, it's alright.
No!
Yeah.
You're always about
okay.
doing that. He always does that stuff, and I just don't. I differ.
You don't differ
But-
what?
Just don't tell people stuff like that.
Stuff like what?
Tell them prices.
Oh Lord.
Letting people know what you spent. Or what you
No
made.
biggie. No big. I never said what I made.
I know, but
That's
I'm
too
saying.
embarrassing. I ain't gonna say that. Yeah. Definitely ain't talking about that one. No, I'm kidding. We do okay. We do okay. So, but man,
That'd be nice.
I am. I know I've talked about it 100,000 times probably in every single video, but I am ready to move to Kentucky. I am so ready. So ready. Yeah. Now, if I could just get Miracle to lock in, come with us and stay with
It's
us.
too soon for her to make that decision.
Yeah. I mean, she
I'm sure
is
that's
going to
what
go
she's
with us
thinking.
when we first go up there, but she's only going to stay like a month. So, but who knows? Maybe that'll change whenever we get there. Never know. She may
You never know.
change her mind when we get up there. Because she's going to love it. It's freaking beautiful out there. But,
She just always wants to run around.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And I get it.
I do too.
I don't fault her for that.
No.
Because she's just about to be 18. She's, you know, she's
Living
right.
life.
This is the run around, have fun time before you have to start adulting up.
As long as you're doing it smart,
Right.
intelligently.
And I feel like she does. I feel like she does. She drives me crazy with a lot of things, though. Like right now, I've been trying to call her for the past 12 hours, and she will not text me back. And then we've got that Life 360
Her phone's
on her
dead.
phone where it tracks where she's at, and yeah, her phone's freaking dead.
It's
been
dead.
been
She
dead
didn't
since
charge it.
4:45 this morning.
And
So-
additionally, I actually sent her a text message on Saturday asking her if she'd be home today. Because I, by myself, was going to go take this child school clothes shopping. However, because she has yet to answer me back, she's going to end up having to wait till next paycheck. I tried.
I've been trying to get a hold of her.
I know, but that's beside the point. She's had 2 days. And that's part of being a teenager. Sometimes you just gotta,
Yeah.
next time you'll answer.
Keep that stupid phone charged. Good grief. I know
You know she's
you're
on it
either
all
in a
the
car
time.
or you're either in a house. You cannot tell me that you are just nowhere around a charger.
Unless the house she's in doesn't have any power, but what?
No, that ain't the case.
I'm just saying, hypothetically.
I don't know.
That would be the only logical
I'm
explanation.
about to just buy her one of those little power battery packs and force her to carry it around with her all the
So
time.
that she can lose that just like her dad would. Police! Stop.
Lose
Get
what?
out of here with your
Whatever.
bull crap. That's funny.
We are a lot alike, me and sister. I tend to forget things as soon as I walk away. Yeah, I have to be reminded quite a bit.
About everything?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the school clothes thing. Like, Sissy said, she asked me about it, a couple weeks before school started. Like, yeah, absolutely. Of course we're going to take you school clothes shopping. And then I just forgot. And so we got about a week and a half, 2 weeks into school. And I went in there one morning to talk to Sis. And she was just being a punk. And, like, what is wrong with you? I can tell something's wrong. Just tell me. And she's such a closed-off book, man. She don't talk about nothing. But come to find out, that's what it was about. It was about not going school clothes shopping yet. I think she said it wasn't really. She was mad at us. She was more mad at her mom because I guess Amanda took her brother and sister school clothes shopping and didn't take Miracle. So. That's what she was really upset about.
But at least she did come and pick her up and get her some shoes and
she did.
Some leggings.
Yes, she did. And then, she mentioned, well, you said we were going to... It's like, I will. All you've got to remind me.
And I tried to get her to answer me. But
her phone's dead.
2 days ago, her phone's been dead for 2 days.
No, I don't know.
No,
she's
sir.
barely been messaging me back, dude. Like,
I've watched that she's had power on her phone.
I had to blow her up yesterday just to get her to call and answer her phone, but whatever, is what it is.
It'll be a lesson learned, is what I'm saying. She'll learn. Sometimes you gotta learn to communicate.
She's just a teenager, man. That's all there is to it.
You're a grown man, and you still don't know how to communicate. I guess you're a teenager. He's a teenager.
At heart, you're damn right. I gotta get me a little more coffee.
It's kind of rude getting up and leaving.
Hey!
Don't want you trying
This is the premise of the show, hey?
I'm super proud of you.
Would you like a letter?
No!
There you go, my dear. Would you like a cup of tea?
We got that on record.
Yeah, so?
Not the coffee porn. The big word usage.
Coffee porn?
Pouring!
Coffee pouring? Coffee's boring?
It is. And it's hot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm ready for winter when I can enjoy it.
I already had an energy drink this morning.
Oh!
Zoomity zoom zoom zoom!
And then he was cracking me up. He didn't even know he was cracking me up. I knew he was doing something. So because we have that Life 360, I know where the Kiefer Castle is, and I know that my husband drove all the way to Walmart to obtain something that he easily could have obtained at the Dollar General 3 miles closer to where he was headed back to. So he had no idea, and I was laughing at him.
I had to get some freaking scissors because we get all the way up
got
there.
it at the dollar store.
I can't. It's not like the old days where I can just throw some fishing string in my mouth and chop it in half. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. But so when I go fishing, used to, like I said back in the day, I didn't have to worry about it. I can just bite the string in half. I can't do that no more. So I have to have at least fingernail clippers or a pair of scissors or something, and especially with the pole that Benito's were using, because it's got that spider wire fishing string. It's not just regular, you cannot. I mean, it is literally almost completely unbreakable.
You better be catching a shark.
But yeah, and he had a frog on his that I put on last night. So we get out there and we start fishing. I had my wacky worm, and I throw it in, and wham! Bennett's like, oh, what a worm! And that's when I realized, crap, man, I got no way of cutting the string. So we had to freaking leave. We'd only been there for 20 minutes, and it was perfect. No wind blowing. Like I said, the water was like glass. It was perfect. And by the time we got back from Walmart, the wind was blowing 100 miles an hour. There were like white caps on the freaking pond. Ridiculous.
You could have made it back a lot sooner to try to beat those white caps had you just thought it through.
Yeah,
and stopped at the dollar store right off the same highway.
It's alright. It's okay.
I could actually,
That's
on that Life 360, it actually showed me sneakers when he was walking through the store, and I knew he was You probably couldn't find any for the longest time. I'm sure. How long did it take you to find them?
What?
Scissors. Or whatever it was you were
No,
getting
I
at.
went straight to the fishing section and got some fishing scissors. Made for exactly what I needed them for.
And now is the time to speak. How much were those?
$4, I think.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
$4.
I figured that.
But I
because they
also
were
got
intended
some
for that.
fishing fingernail clippers too, and those are like $4.
They have fishing fingernail clippers?
Yep. Yep.
Why?
It's just made for fishing string. They're fingernail clippers, but it's just what they're made for is fishing. And it's even got a little tool on it for like so the eye, you know,
To
the
help you,
eye on
yeah,
your
like a
lures,
thread.
like you can poke it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well,
Hey.
Goober, jeez. Well, I don't know what happened, guys. We were just sitting here talking away. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. My camera just stopped recording. I wonder why it done that. I guess it just stops automatically at a certain time limit, I guess, or something. I don't know.
We need to look and see if it's like an exact time whenever you go to upload it or whatever. How long
That's
that
super
looks like
weird.
is.
That is super weird. Maybe there's like a setting on there that has like a timer.
You wouldn't think though, because it's like a video camera.
Yeah. We was only going for like 15 minutes, I think. But I don't remember what I was talking about now. Stupid camera. Or it was spirits. The spirits in this house.
No, they're not. We don't talk about that stuff.
It's haunted around here,
No,
bro.
sir. Mm-mm.
It absolutely is.
No, sir.
I don't mess with them, but I do believe in ghosts.
Yeah, but I also do not acknowledge.
Well, no. I mean,
Nope.
there's times, man. If
We
the
could
shower,
tell you one time. We need to upload that video.
the shower is the worst. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's times when I'm taking a shower and I just feel
You guess the heebie-jeebies.
evil. Like, legitimately feel just this presence of evil. It's so crazy. And literally, it'll make, I don't know, dude. It's so crazy.
But we have a video that I think is stored somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's under my
If you
other,
would like to see it,
my
let
regular
us know,
just
and
subscription
we'll
YouTube
send
channel.
it to you so that you can see it.
Yeah.
Not too
It's
sure
kind of
about
hard
uploading
to
it.
see. Like, it's
I can
not,
tell you the seconds.
it's not real open, but what happened
caught
was,
it.
yeah, we went to Indiana. This was
No,
probably,
you were picking me up.
no, this was longer ago than that,
Okay.
than this last go round. Yeah.
Yes, it was, baby.
It
was
wasn't
when
this
you-
last go round.
Honey, no, when you picked me up, when we had separated.
No, that's not. It was before that.
Bro, babe, because that was whenever I come back with Kara. You dropped me
Anyways,
with Kara.
we went to a cemetery in Indiana, and it's like an old cemetery.
Like
and,
1800s,
yeah, like
1700s.
So, and whenever you walk through, it's got this the old iron fence around it, and it's got that arched walk through in the beginning of it. And I promise you, when we got there, as soon as you walk through that gate and step foot in that cemetery, you could literally just feel this
The pressure.
crazy heaviness, like
The pressure
and
on
pure
my
anxiety.
chest.
Like, it was so
We should not have
haunted.
been there,
No,
mind
we
you.
shouldn't
That was
have.
almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, we
At
shouldn't
least
have.
7. We should not have been there. We know that now.
Yeah, but
That's what, honestly,
we did,
helped
and
wake me up.
I'm glad we did because it was a crazy cool experience.
And what in my, I had asked God, and I know it may sound unconventional, but I had asked God to show me something that tells me that there is an afterlife. He did her trick.
Yeah,
He
well,
got
we
her
went out
done.
there, and I was recording with my phone, and we had walked to the very back of the cemetery, and Sam was over here checking out this headstone that it just looked
Looked
like
like
a
wood.
like a stump, petrified stump piece of wood is what was used for the headstone. But anyway, she was standing over there, and at the back of the cemetery, there was like a little exit, and there was like a trail that went down into the woods. And I was recording it, and I mentioned, I said, well, we should go walk down this trail. Sam said, no. Well, right after I said we should go walk down that trail, if you listen really closely, you can hear someone whisper, says, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Clearly,
It's so
you can
crazy.
clearly hear it.
And then as I'm panning back around, so right after you hear that voice, I'm panning around to Sam, and then in the video, there's like a white mist,
Greenish. It was greenish, whitish.
like right next to Samantha
with
where
the
she was looking at that
upside down
headstone.
skull.
Yeah, and I played with it until, you know, I could froze it right in that moment because it was really fast. And even whenever I panned back, it wasn't there. There was nothing there. It was almost like a cloud, but it was only like about that big. And I was able to freeze the video in that spot where we seen that cloud. And if you zoom in and look really, really close, like it looks like a skull, like.
But it's upside down.
One side of the puffy cloud thing has like, it looks like a human face, like there was a little boy or something.
Weird.
In that cloud, in that little fuzzy stuff on one side, but on the back side of it, it would almost be, the way I explain it is like on the back of the kid's head, it was like a skull. The impression of like
seriously.
Man.
Seriously.
Crazy.
Went too long after that. I said we need to go. Need to go because you could feel the energy picking up.
But we didn't know we caught all of that until months later. Literally months later.
Just sat down and listened to it and thought.
Yeah, we were sitting at my grandma's.
gosh.
Sitting at grandma's, and I was skimming through my videos and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I forgot we went and done this. So I got to watching it. Crazy, dude. Crazy. It's kind of hard to hear the whisper unless you got headphones in, but you can clearly hear somebody whisper, "What are you doing?" It's crazy. And it was right after that you see that mist. It's nuts, man. That stuff crazy.
Woke me up.
Yeah.
Woke me up because I don't want to be like that. For whatever reason why they're still here on this earth, I do not want to be like that. Thank you, Lord, for your forgiveness and your grace.
No, absolutely.
Forgive me for my sins.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty wild stuff.
But in all sincerity, that is what helped me to believe. Because I was angry for the longest time at God after I had a car wreck. And of course, there was no accountability in my own actions at that time. Until I started to wake up a little bit, realizing it's all me. It was all my fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault but my own. And it took some time. And then whenever I started coming back around is when I started realizing God didn't have that intention, but He still saved me from my own mistake. It's kind of crazy how you can, like, the veil kind of lifts, you know? And that could have been partially due to immaturity, being young, and just blind, having blinders on.
Well, strong faith and being pulled to God happens through tragedies and just bad experiences, is what I have experienced. So if anything super bad happens, like, it's the weirdest thing because it'll be like immediately after that, like, my heart for God just intensifies so much. It's crazy. To where it's happened several times, and you know, with my faith stays here. I have a great faith in God. And I 100% hands down know it's real. He was killed, buried, and resurrected for our sins. 100% believe that. But me staying on the course, you know, not as far as like getting messed up or anything like that. Just my spiritual walk with the Lord is like, you know. So there's, like I said, whenever a bad situation happens or whatever, and then it just intensifies my craving for God, and then after so long, you know, it's kind of dwindles down as far as being into my book, the Bible, like I'm supposed to, or feeling, you know, uplifted and feeling good. You know how you feel when you're on fire for Christ. It just feels, there's no other feeling. But, you know, but there's times that I almost find myself praying like, okay, let's do this. Whatever crazy hardship's about to come, I'm ready for it because I'm ready to be back on fire. So, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready for a bad situation to happen, whatever it is, so I can get through it and light my heart back on fire the way I should be, you know? No. But, you know, I do get into scripture at least once a day. You know, I've got that Bible app.
Yeah, and I still can't figure out how to add friends to it. I've got to get Tish out, and I cannot figure out. I don't know if it's my settings or what.
Yeah, her app won't let her.
It won't let me. Now somebody can send it to me, because some oddball person, I accepted it, but some oddball person sent it to me and it allowed me to accept their request. But for whatever reason, it's not, like, it won't pull up my contacts. I'm wondering if it's something in, like, my privacy settings. I just can't figure it out yet. But I'm wondering if that's what the case is. But it won't pull up my contacts and it won't pull up my friends in Facebook to try to send it. So, if y'all got any advice how to fix that, let me know.
Because mine does.
I want to
can
do
add
Bible
friends,
studies.
And whenever you go to like one of the Bible studies and open it, it'll ask if you want to do it privately or if you want to do it with friends or I don't know. But you know what? I kind of want to go live. Pooch and Pretty or Pooch and Pretty, Pretty and Pooch, Tish and Pooch just went live earlier, and that kind of a spur of the moment
Got
thing.
a lot of stuff to do,
I
babe.
thought, man, that's a good idea. I think we might do that. Yeah. No, we don't have to be on there for that long. And
You will, though.
You don't even have to. If you want to get up and leave, then get up and leave. You don't have to keep sitting there, and I'll do my live by myself.
I'll be honest with you right now. This seat is hurting my cut.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna cut this off. This is actually going to be a pretty long one, but so yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and thanks for coming in to Grounds with the Goats. We love you guys so much, and we appreciate you guys so much. And happy Labor Day to every one of you. And I hope you're at home getting a lot of rest and enjoying this day off of work, like we are. And yeah, we love y'all. So. Until next time.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of